Welcome back to Coin Shop Confessionals. Today we ask, what is grading? Let's talk about grading. Not the romantic version, not the grandpa said it was mint state version, not the I held it up to the light and it looked shiny version. I'm talking about real grading. The kind that costs money, takes time, and determines whether your coin is worth $20 or $20,000. Because every day someone walks into my shop with a raw coin, a coin that's been living loose in a sock drawer for like 40 years, and says, I saw one online for 15 grand. Why won't you pay me that? And I have to explain again for the 900th time this month because your coin is not graded. And raw coins are a gamble. And I'm not gambling with my mortgage. It's not happening. Okay? Here's the thing nobody wants to hear. Raw coins lie, not intentionally, not maliciously, but raw coins are like dating profiles. They always look better in the picture than they do in person. You hand me a raw coin and say, it looks mint state to me. Yeah, and I look like Chris Hemsworth in my head. Doesn't make it true. Raw coins hide. Hairlines, cleaning, polishing, scratches, rim dings, environmental damage, whizzing, retoning, PVC residuals, the sins of every person who's ever touched it before you. A raw coin is a mystery box. A grading coin is a fact. Grading coins exist for one reason, to remove a guesswork. Okay? Because the difference between mint state 63 and mint state 65 can be hundreds of dollars. The difference between 65 and 67 can be thousands. And the difference between 67 and 68 can be life-changing money. But here's the catch. You can't eyeball that. I can't eyeball that. Nobody can eyeball that. Not reliably, not consistency, and not with money on the line. That's why grading companies exist. Now, granted, they're not always perfect, but they're consistent. And consistency is what the market pays for, period. Okay? Let me explain the part hype bros never tell you. If I buy your raw coin as if it was in mint state 67 and it comes back mint state 64, I just lost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That's not oops, that's not a my bad, that's not oh well. I mean real money. That's rent money, payroll money, keeping my lights on money. You know what happens if I'm wrong? I gotta eat the loss, not you, me. So when you hand me a raw coin and you say, I think it's mint state 68, I hear, I think you should take all the financial risk while I take none. No, thank you. Here's the part that kills more dreams than anything else. Most raw coins are cleaned, polished, shined, wiped. They're cleaned, and cleaning destroys value faster than a toddler with a Sharpie. You know how many people swear their coin isn't cleaned? All of them. You know how many are wrong? Also, all of them. Because cleaning can be subtle, invisible to the untrained eye, hidden under toning, hidden under dirt. It can be hidden under a fingerprint. It's hidden under wishful thinking at this point. A grading company will catch it, a dealer will catch it, but the average person, they're not going to see it. And this is the part that people really hate to hear. The market does not pay top dollar for raw coins. The market does not trust raw coins. The market does not reward raw coins. Because raw coins come with risk, uncertainty, doubt, inconsistency, surprise, disappointment. A graded coin comes with a label, a grade, a guarantee, a standard, a market value. Raw coins are maybe, graded coins are definitely. And the market pays for definitely. And every customer says the same thing. But it looks mint state to me. Of course it does. You want it to be mint state. Your wallet wants it to be mint state. Your hopes and dreams want it to be mint state. But the market doesn't care what it looks like to you. The market cares what it looks like to PCGS or NGC or CAC. Maybe ANAX. But those are the people who determine value. Not you, not me, not your uncle, and definitely not the guy on TikTok. Let me break down the math. If you bring me a raw coin and you think it's worth 5 grand, if I buy it raw, I'm taking on grading fees, shipping, insurance, risk of damage, risk of cleaning, risk of detailed grading, risk of overgrading, risk of undergrading, risk of market fluctuation, risk of being wrong. And if I'm wrong by 1 grade, I lose money. If I'm wrong by 2 grades, I lose a lot of money. And if it comes back cleaned, I lose everything. So what do? I pay wholesale for raw coins. Not because I'm cheap, not because I'm mean, and not because I'm trying to rip you off. Because I'm taking on all the risk. So the next time someone walks into my shop with a raw coin and says, "Why won't you pay me Mint State 68 price?" I'm going to look them dead in the eye and say something along the lines of, "Because your coin isn't graded and I'm not gambling with my mortgage." Grading exists because raw coins lie. The market demands consistency. The difference between grades is real money. The risk of being wrong is too high. Dealers aren't casinos. If you want Mint State 68 money, you need a Mint State 68 coin. Not a raw coin, not a shiny coin, not a "looks good to me, bro." You need a graded coin because in this business, hope is not a grade, shiny's not a grade, grandpa said so is not a grade, eBay is not a grade, and raw is not a guarantee.